Hello, everyone. Coach Misty, life coaching to women of faith. Today, I want to give you some tools for anger management. The Bible says, "Be angry, but sin not. Don't let the sun go down on your anger." And anger management is so necessary for you to overcome struggles in your relationships. You can get so angry in a time of communication or complications, and you have to learn to manage your anger. Anger is a trauma trigger. It is rooted in something that you went through in your past experience. So the first thing you must do is identify the root cause of your anger. Again, when you were a child, if your mouth was muzzled or you went through something traumatic like rape or molestation or abandonment as a child, and you were never given a voice to speak about the things that happened to you, then that may be the root cause of your anger. Anger can be rooted in disappointment. It can be rooted in generational patterns of life that you saw your mother, your grandma, your great auntie, and whoever else to operate in. And so you must first identify the root cause of your anger. The second thing you have to do is write down your thoughts concerning why you're angry. If this is something major for you and you have anger issues and you need anger management, again, don't be ashamed to reach out for help, to get a therapist or a psychologist. It's okay to love Jesus and get help. It's okay to love Jesus and get therapy. It's okay to deal with the issues of life, okay? So you want to write down your thoughts concerning your anger for 30 days. Get you a journal just on when the moments you're angry, because you're going to develop a pattern. You're going to see your pattern. You're going to find the root cause of what's causing you to be angry. Sometimes it's just you're just irritated by life. You're disappointed by what's going on in your marriage, or you're in the wrong relationship, and this person triggers you towards something that is a root cause and you have yet to deal with it. So you have to identify what that looks like for you, that you can overcome it and not stay stuck in that state and condition. Be angry, but sin not. Yes, you are angry. You are angry. It's real, a real feeling and emotion, but sin not. When anger takes you to a place of rage, takes you a place to going off in your mouth, to saying things that it should not say, then words that you cannot take back, then this is not healthy. It causes you to sin. It causes you to tear up your marriage. It causes you to tear up your friendships. And you got to decide that you're going to get some anger management. So as you write down your journal, you'll begin to see a pattern, a cycle. You'll find things that you've been dealing with, haven't dealt with, that is there, and you need to deal with it, right? The third thing you must do, remember this: anger and fear work together, and so they connect. And when you are angry and you have a fear of failing at something, you're angry because they're not listening to you. You're angry because they're not responding to you. You're angry because they're not changing what they're doing. You're angry because you've been saying the same thing over and over again and you don't see any results, right? And so remember that that will impart fear of failing into your heart, and you will find yourself on a spiral down moment of life that you don't even want to experience. And so you got to realize that fear and anger work together. They're connected. And it's negative energy, it's negative vibes, and the Spirit of God, Spirit of God cannot come in if you won't let him. The Spirit of God is always available there as a source and a resource to help you to overcome everything you're dealing with. But if you stay in the pattern of dysfunction and disparity, you'll stay right there and think, okay, this is just what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm going through, and it is okay, but it's not okay for you to sin, to say what you want to say with no filter. It's not okay for you to get angry and bust the wall out. It's not okay for you to cuss your children out. It's not okay for you to put demands on your spouse because you're in a moment of emotional distress. It's not okay. So you got to learn to manage your trauma triggers, which is, again, anger. All right. And then after that, what do you need? Remember that, what point was I on? See, I gave you Okay, identifying your triggers, right? Your root cause. Then we've said number 2, write down your thoughts, that right, for 30 days and go back and read it. Number 3, the fear, anger and fear work together and match your conviction. Number 4, anger is attached to sickness and disease. Anger will, if you let it linger, it will open up doors to sickness and disease. So mind stress, anxiety, worry, doubt, fear, those things lead to sickness and disease. So you got to let that go. All right. Number 5. Are y'all with me? Number 5. Let me make sure I have to identify your triggers. Right. Number 1, write down your thoughts. Number 3, your anger and fear works in the. Number 4 is your sick. Number 5, are you ready? You must pray it through instead of praying it through, meaning the PREY. You will pray about what your demands are versus praying to God concerning the areas that you're struggling. Prayer will open up the door to wisdom, knowledge, understanding. You'll find that you're dealing with what you're dealing with is not really what you're dealing with. It's just a surface issue, but the root cause of it is deeper than that. And so know this, you have to confront anger. You have to deal with anger. You have to silence the power of anger, and you must take authority of it. And when you do that, you'll find the wisdom. And remember, there's safety and wise counsel. Get you a life coach. Go to your spiritual advisor, your church. Go to your pastor and go to Christian counseling. Get you therapy or a psychologist. Whatever level of wisdom you need to attain freedom and liberation, you do that, because anger is the root cause of heart disease and sicknesses that you don't even realize is affecting your body. Anger will build up into your nervous system and keep you in a state, I can't even go there, but it's just not healthy for you. And you got to let go and let God release that feeling and expression through you saying, okay, I'm angry, but I'm not going to sin. I'm angry, but I got to find, let me tell you, I can teach on this well, because I used to have anger issues because of what I went through as a child. Now if I got to walk away, walk out the room and leave that person talking, if I have to go into my prayer closet, if I have to, every day is different. You got to find methods that work for you. If I got to go and turn on worship and just meditate on the word, if I got to go, whatever I have to do, I do. Find methods that work for you. But you can't just mouth off and do things and say things and think it's okay, because God is not pleased. So we'll go deeper into this when we get into trauma care, which is a life coaching e-course that's coming up soon. So if this is you, this touched you, look for the link that's coming soon. God bless.